is Michaela Carrington, and I want to be a 5-star chef.
Hi, my name is Malcolm McCray, and I want to become an actor.
Hi, I want to be a doctor.
Well, I'd really like to go to Africa or something, like on a mission trip.
My name is Samantha Carrington, and I want to be a teacher.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm in the 9th grade, and my dream is to be an international supermodel.
My name is Obi. I'm 14 years old, and my dream is to go to Europe.
Hey, I'm John Mark. I'm 16 and a half, and my dream is to go in the Army.
Hello, my name is Cameron, and my dream is to be an attorney.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and one of my biggest dreams is to become a score mixer. That is a person who does the background music for movies.
My big dream is to become an actor.
My name is Chase. I'm 16 years old. My dream is to go to Nepal next summer and to start a snake breeding business.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and one of my biggest dreams in the whole wide world is to become an actress or a fashion designer.
My name is Jay Hawpe, and I want to be a pastor. Wasn't that fun just to hear from some of our kids? Now, did you catch Chase's? He wants to go and start a snake breeding business. He's already started. He's already on his way. Dream fulfilled. So as we continue this dream series, we're going to talk today about being a dream achiever. And we want to just share with you a couple of passages. 2 Corinthians 5:7, you've already seen it. For we walk by faith, not by sight. You just heard that from them. They were just saying, hey, this is what I want to do. That's a faith statement. This is where I want to go. That's a faith statement. It's not necessarily become reality yet. 1 Corinthians 2:9 says this about the believer. It says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him. If we love God, if we're on that journey, if we want to love God, and we do love God, and we practice this relationship with Jesus Christ and with God, then there's no doubt He's got a plan for us. And so as we look through the eyes of faith, that's the purpose of this series, is for us to begin to materialize dreams, what God has fashioned us to be. A couple of reminders. You can have the wrong dream. You can have the wrong dream. Some of us, let's just be honest, if you watch any of the reality shows, such as American Idol, there are some people that say, this is my dream, and they go, and it's kind of inappropriate. At least their skill, their talent has not shaped them to be the dream, and you have that kind of harsh reality. But if you're here and you are a follower of Christ, then indeed God has wired you for a dream. He's wired you for a dream. Okay? Now, I'll give you, for instance, in terms of having the wrong dream. I had a dream to be a football player. I grew up in Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma, we don't play anything but football. That's all we do. It's football and everything else. And growing up in Oklahoma, we start at Little League, Pee Wee. We have 2 plays when we start at 4 and 5 years old. I'm not joking. There's 2 plays. It's the red wristband and the blue wristband. And on the red wristband play, everybody runs to the red side. On the blue wristband play, everybody runs to the blue side. Okay, that's how you grow up in Oklahoma. And so I grew up saying, hey, that's what I want to do. I watched professional football all the time. I was watching Monday Night Football every year at the age of 7. I was playing football, doing it, went to high school, I had an opportunity to play in college for a year. And that was the dream that I was pursuing. I was pursuing football. There was no doubt about it. That was what my dream was. But when I got to the school that I went to, it was up in Kansas, I found that my dream was taking me to a place that made me uncomfortable. I was finding discomfort in my dream. Why? Because all of a sudden I was doing some things that I had, as a believer, as a young Christian, had made a statement, had made a stand, and I found myself doing some things that I shouldn't be doing. Running with some of the people. I was looking for my place, and it was difficult for me to find my place there. In the midst of that, I was making lots of mistakes. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. This is, I guess you could say, my sin moments in life, in terms of the things that I was doing wrong. And I needed to get out of that. And this equated in me having a fight with another football player. I ended up in the hospital. He had used brass knuckles in the fight. Again, if you've heard me tell the story, I did win the fight. I always have to clarify that. He had brass knuckles. He was 6'2", 235 pounds, and I won. Okay? Just to clear it up. Anyhow, in the midst of that, I kind of had that moment where I'm not pursuing the right things. Now, and understand this, is that in the midst of my pursuit of that dream, I was doing the wrong things. I was doing many of the wrong things. That's not to say that football dream is a bad dream. Please understand that. But how God had wired me and shaped me. How God had placed a call on my life. See, that's the distinction, folks. And one of the things I think that you have to understand in the midst of pursuing a dream is this, is that, well, is my dream out of scope of what God wants to do? And I believe God's got dreams for each and every one of you. And as a follower of Jesus Christ, your occupation could be a part of that fulfillment of that dream. The things you do on the outside, your hobbies, your interests, the things that you do, these all could be. But if we start to do wrong things for the wrong reasons, if it's for fame, if it's for notoriety, if it's for money, and it's for all of these other things, then what we're going to find is it's going to be difficult. So I decided to pursue the call of God. And can I tell you that since that and the call even to this church, God has taken me places I never expected. It has taken so many unexpected turns. I can remember going to Bible college, and as soon as I arrived at Bible college, everybody was talking about where are you going on your overseas missions trip? And I had almost no passion for overseas. My heart at that point, when I was 20 years old, I was saying, man, I'm selling myself out to youth ministry, and that's what I'm passionate about. And I want to go across the country and minister to kids, And people kept coming to me. It was almost like your badge of spirituality. What field what foreign field are you going to go to? Are you going to Africa or China or wherever? And I used to say, I'm not going to any of those places. And I can remember people even kind of looking down their nose at me because I was saying, I'm going to go to the youth ministry. And yet, God has taken me to Guyana. He's taken me to Ecuador. He's taken me to Africa, 3-4 nations in Africa where I've had the opportunity to do ministry. It's taken some unexpected turns, not things that I planned. Not things that when I sat down, I said, this is my dream that I wrote out. I think I'll go to a village in which they've never seen a white person in Africa. I never wrote that down. I never wrote down, I intend to go into Mozambique after they've had a 16-year civil war. And I'm going to get into an argument on a bridge with a guy holding a machine gun. I didn't think that was in my dream. But those are things that happen. They all happen, these unexpected turns. But here's the thing, there's just more to come. And that's all I can say is I know where I'm at in terms of my age, in terms of my path. And God's brought me here to Stafford. He told me I was going to come to this part of the country well over 10 years ago. I wrote out a dream job while I was sitting in a Bible college class. And a professor asked me, write down the things that you think would just be so fun. And can I tell you, I am living the dream. And I love the fact that I'm living that portion of my dream, but I don't think it's done. All I can do is tell you, and we're going to be talking about, as we conclude this series, some of the dreams that Rich and I have been kind of dreaming about this church. Some very exciting stuff as we turn the calendar year. Here's what a dream is defined. It's defined as a series of thoughts, images, or emotions that occur during sleep. Here's how we're using it. It's this. It's a strongly desired goal or purpose. And we've said faith plus courage plus effort plus time will equal the fulfillment, but then repeat as necessary. And so the reality is we've talked over the last couple of weeks about the dream weaver. We have to have faith. We've talked about the dream believer, the faith and the courage to accept that. Today we're going to be talking about the effort. And so folks, here's the thing. The inspiration that we get becomes an aspiration, but it's going to need perspiration for realization. The aspiration. From the inspiration, we get the aspiration. I have a dream. It's going to need perspiration for realization. And I want to talk to you about the character of then the dream achiever.